You're lying. What is this? Alright, My Hero Season 7 Episode 3. This is the third episode I'm watching in a row, and then I will be caught up, and these videos will continue to drop every Sunday, I'm hoping, as they come out for the rest of the season, however long that may be. But Star and Stripe has already come and gone, leaving quite a big impact behind though, and there's a lot of build up about the impending war. But it seems like it's time to pay more attention to Deku and the rest of the class, maybe get a little mini training arc. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access for the other shows that I'm doing if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Oh yeah, he is messed up. Other me, relax. Yep. Jesus Christ. What happens to All For One's body when their consciousness combine? Do they just both coexist? Man is thinking, man. Hagakure? Hold on. I might be sick because I was talking about, do we know the mole? No, there's no way. I'm thinking way too much. This is a bait. Bro, but like, why would they put her in the opening like that? If like, oh, dude, what's been going on? Something's been going on. Yeah, we do a little bit of training. Dude, the Aravati and Froppy team up is dope. You hear this track, by the way? Oh. That's sick. Bakugo is looking clean. Oh, I love that. Ooh, look at him. Hell yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about Gigantomachia. That's what he was saying, man. He's always thinking so far ahead. Nutsack. Okay. Yeah. That visual there is saying that's what All For One was probably using through Shigaraki. Right, the search quirk. And that did pop into my head, but I was too busy thinking about Hagakure. Maybe it's just coincidentally panned to Hagakure. I don't know. It probably hasn't, but she would be the perfect person to be a mole though, right? Because she can just be invisible. She can be anywhere. I don't want to get caught up on that though. I'm sorry. They have to wait for them to start the war. Look at Deku's hair. People are gonna die, man. Is this that kind of show? I don't know, man. Is she spying on them? Midoriya? Yuga? These is parents, okay. Oh, I'm following. Okay, I'm following now. Yuga is the mole, but like it's from his parents making him do it. And Hagakure is just watching. Okay, I think I'm following. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Did they get one? Oh my god, they got him a quirk from All for One. And that's why his quirk is not compatible with his body. He says that to Deku, man. When he's leaving him the cheese and shit. Oh, bro. Hey, they're cooking a bit now. Wow, I never saw it happening like this. Damn, yeah, she wants to let him know straight away. That's why he was always hiding, maybe? Bro, he feels so bad for him, though. Even the parents, I don't know. Yeah, they seem pretty genuine, man. It's Deku, of all people, and Hagakure. True! I was thinking about this a little bit, like who didn't talk? That's why Hagakure was following him. He didn't seem happy. Yep. Villain, title of the episode. Dude! But they seem genuine though. They like they want to change. Right, we see the connection to this now. Just buy another one, just get more friends. Take a different path. He's a demon. But does that mean he's gonna kill him if they just stop? They just wanted him to have a quirk and you know, be like everyone else, man. Yeah, and there we go. There it is. Bro, I feel like they're good parents though, right? They just wanted him to be happy. But this was the cost. And Aoyama seems like a good guy here as well. But so much of this has happened because of Aoyama and his family. Danger sense. Hagakure. And look at her, her body's there. Look at her. Yeah, she feels so betrayed. We have to do this though. We have to go through this. Yeah, yeah, we can just stop. We can stop. Oh, look at him. Wow, this is one big question answered though. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna make rewatching the show again very interesting, knowing Aoyama was the spy. I never really thought it was one of the students, man. I want to believe him, man. Yeah, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, he's got many friends, man. He's got many friends. That's tough, man. That must have been really hard to live like, but... I can sympathize, man. But he did bring so much harm to so many situations. He's very self-aware. Now, is that up to him? This is what I was thinking about, this exact moment. Yeah, it's not up for him to decide if he's a villain. It's up to the homies. The cheers. This is the real Aoyama. Deku's voice actor going hard. Oh, right. True, true. Lady Nagant, that's exactly it. This is what I'm saying. Talk to him, Deku. Yep. Okay, Bakugo. Make it your own. I mean, Sakauichi's also right here. I mean, I think that's probably the right play. It's tough, but I think we're all where we need to be with this right now. Okay, okay. He's cooking a little bit here, maybe. We can make them make the first move. Okay. And now we wait a week. Oh man, it's gonna be a long, however long, I forget how long, 20-something episodes, man. That took me on such a ride, that episode, my goodness. And I think that's what it was meant to as well. I think after seeing Hagakure in the opening, I'm so glad I watched the opening. After seeing that and then having this episode play out the way it did, definitely threw me a loop, and they played that out so well. So I might be misinterpreting one of these opening scenes with All For One and Shigaraki, saying that Shigaraki will be able to use his quirks again in time. I'm wondering if he's referring to the quirks that are remaining, or that the quirks that Star and Stripe destroyed are going to come back. I don't think that's the case. I think it is the former. But man, I'll say it again, what a journey that episode took me on. So that transition was definitely the search quirk being used to see Hagakure, I guess, or maybe even Aoyama, or maybe it was no one in particular, but that transition definitely got me straight to Hagakure, with All For One saying, I have many friends, over the top, and then the title card is villain. Hagakure in the opening, you know, we can see her face and she has this sort of expression on her face that kind of makes you wonder what's going on. And it made sense, like Hagakure is not a very well-developed character, right? So it made a lot of sense to me, but at the same time, I'm like, damn, I kind of like Hagakure, you know, I want to see what she looks like, which I have now. But no, it was Aoyama and his family, and it makes so much sense. The episode explains it fantastically, but as they're talking while they're training, they bring up the point that they can't make the first move, right? Because of the search quirk. So they have to wait for All For One and Shigaraki to make the first move, which comes back later in the episode, and I really love that. So I'm pretty sure I said this during the episode, but essentially Hagakure is following Aoyama because she noticed that he's the only one that hasn't been smiling since Deku has returned. And Aoyama even says that he is the only one who didn't say anything to Deku in the Deku vs Class 1A episode, which I watched literally hours ago, so that is big facts. And I also thought Hagakure was one who didn't say anything. She might have, but these two have worked together before, right? Because Hagakure can reflect collect Aoyama's light. But man, what a revelation. And the whole way it played out, I always felt like they were being genuine, right? And I believe they were meeting together right here because they said they just got more instructions from All For One. But Hagakure is onto it straight away. She gets Deku and she's told him straight away that, yo, these guys are the spies. It's something you forget about, right? Because it's something that is brought up really early on in the show, that there is a spy, and then it's almost never addressed right up to this point. And I was thinking about it as I was watching episode 1 and the opening, like, are we ever going to address the fact that there was a spy? And it's like, I can't remember who said it, but I never thought it was one of the students either. I thought it would have had to been one of the teachers. And I'm not going to lie, I thought it could have been like the principal, but I connected a lot of the dots like as the episode went on. Like I've been saying, the show is still very fresh in my mind. I've just binged it. Going to be so interesting revisiting that conversation that Aoyama has with Deku, like when he says, you know, my quirk isn't compatible with me. And of course it's not, because it's from All For One. It's someone else's quirk. And when Hagakure jumps in front of Deku to block Aoyama's laser beam, and you can see her body, you can see her face, and that's so important because you can see the expression on her face. This is a very big moment for her. And I was kind of blown away by the fact that, you know, we got to see her like this, that I wasn't quite registering like the actual gravity of the situation, like how mad she is, like with everything that's going on, and he's been the mole this whole time. How is he able to like smile and laugh with everyone? But I think everything that transpires from this point is exactly what should have happened, right? Deku takes them in, like that has to happen. We have to question them, we have to figure out what's going on. And the whole interrogation, like I was saying, I believe every word these people are saying. They're very genuine. They just wanted their son to have a quirk and be able to fit in and live out his dream. Unfortunately, it means they got caught up with All For One. They had to do what he said or they would have died. And Aoyama especially is very self-aware. Like he sees himself as a villain. Like he's done some very villainous things. And he's not wrong. But in that moment, I was going to say, like, that's not for you to decide if you're a villain. It's up to everyone else, right? And that's when Deku cuts me off and jumps in and says exactly that, right? Aoyama has still had some big moments. He's tried to save people. The whole cheese thing. That's who Aoyama really is, right? And Deku says, look, you can still call yourself a hero. And then they realize that because they can't contact All For One, they have to wait to be contacted. They can essentially bait All For One into making the first move by trying to trick him with Aoyama, which is so dope because it comes back to that point from earlier on in the episode. So they can be prepared in their own way without All For One knowing, and then bring the fight to them, which is exactly what they want. And All For One, you know, might have no idea, but there's lots of emphasis on All For One having like so many different parts, so many friends. Like maybe it won't be that simple. And then I wonder, like, is something still going to happen to Aoyama's family? You know, are there going to be repercussions for this? Like, it just depends how things play out. I've been saying I think there's going to be a lot of deaths, man. I just feel like that's where we're heading. We killed off characters last season, not big characters, right? But important characters. I feel like that's a direction we could be heading in, man. But that was a fantastic episode. I'm so glad I got to watch all 3 of these episodes back to back to back, and straight off the back of rewatching season 6 as well. Man, that episode took me on such a ride. But I think I can leave this one here now. I think we're getting a lot of things out of the way. Like, that's a question that I'm sure a lot of people have had just answered just like that, who the spy was. Star and Stripe has been dealt with. What's going to come next? You know, apparently we might have a week before Shigaraki's body is ready again. We'll see what happens, but I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know, I always appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next episode of My Hero